just fastest might have the most success at the end of this very quick tournament.
It's very tricky, this new normal of how we play.
Super, yeah.
It's not just about you knowing how to play volleyball. It's how all of these athletes, the coaching staff, learned to adjust their training.
Yeah.
It's how they learn, adjusting in going back,
Right,
as in games like these.
right. Nobody has any kind of experience or frame of reference, anything like this, as Jovi Prado finally stops the bleeding. The lead was at 9 already, and the biggest of the match. But Jovi Prado, if the Lady Realtors lose this, and we still have a lot to play, right? But if they do, Ed Orculio might have found a better combination to start with here. Not to say anything about Jonas Abete because she was wonderful in that first set, but sometimes it's, correct me if I'm wrong, and sometimes it's a combination that works better with some players, right?
And against an opponent, a specific
Yeah,
opponent.
that's another point, yes. As MJ Phillips gets that one, because Jonas Abete was great in that first set. Hindi lang talaga nila maitapos yung trabaho kanina.
But Prado has been consistent, as she was put in. We've seen how consistent she's been.
So has Gemma Galanza.
Very consistent
Yes.
in delivering the points.
Now they are 6 points away, down 7, sorry, down 8. Let's see if they can come back still like they did. They were down 8, the most in set number 3. But now it's back to the biggest lead of the match at 9. So now maybe a substitution will be made here by Coach Orculio. Maybe the Joey Prado experiment has already over. But these are things that sometimes happen in a game.
And then she's, delivered while she was in the front
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
It's a different story, probably, in the back row.
So they're going to try again with Kai Balwalwa. Actually, Prado is still there. Ruby De Leon is now in. Check that. MJ Phillips. This is a completely different combination. We haven't seen this before. And Prado, Phillips, De Leon, Balwalwa, and is it Pineda? When we get the top shot, we'll see it again.
But, just all the same goal, because they
Troncoso, yes.
need to be able to stop the
Yeah.
cool smashers from, getting in more points.
Reyes and Troncoso complete the 6. Still alive. Chance ball. Creamline will go to the number 1 option. And why not? Time and time again.
Defense, something that they need to tighten in the back row. She was there, just lacked a few more inches, to get to the ball.
Dots Carlos appearance finally here. The new cool smasher is in as they are in the lead by now 8 after that service error. So now Coach Sherwin Meneses is trying to get Dots' feet wet, so to speak. Shaiza Pontillas also comes back. Bang Pineda back in. Chanel Cheng
Also,
back in to serve.
I think the Lady Realtors will need to go back to what had worked for them in the previous sets. They were very smart with their offense, really not about power, but finding those, good targets on the other side.
But Elisa Valdez with some power on that one, so it bounces out for a 22-13 lead. The defending champions are smelling it, so to speak, as the Santa Lucia Lady Realtors are staring down the barrel. Did I see Kyle Negrito also? I think they put in Kyle Negrito with Dots Carlos there. So now that it's towards the end of the set, maybe Coach Sherwin Meneses giving them some court time, some actual competition here. These are very important players and stars in their own schools. Kyle, of course, from FEU, setter, and Dots Carlos from the UP Lady Maroons. But this one is slipping now for the Lady Realtors. Having said that, and What are the positives that they can take? I know they haven't lost yet, but they're 9 points down and Creamline 3 points away. What are the positives that they can take here?
Well, for one, they did win set number three, which means that they can do it. It's just a matter of being consistent throughout the set because we can't right now the chemistry problem will still be there because it takes time, right? They need to work on that. But I think, yeah, they've done it in the third set. They need to play smart first with their defense and with their offense. It worked eh. Hanapin mo lang yung butas, you find a way to score the point. Doesn't need to be a strong spike.
Phillips providing a wall there. An offensive block is the term for this one. Right down after Elisa Valdez for the attack. And it's not like they didn't battle in sets one and two. Remember, they were right in it. It's just that the good teams, the better teams, just know when to really step on the gas at the right time. Carlos overshoots that one. So a couple of points straight. Sorry, Ann.
And I think one of the things also that we see in terms of differences would be there's more balanced scoring on the side of a cool smasher. So each and every player that you would see has some points, that they contributed.
This is
But on
yeah,
the other side,
you're right.
meron naman, yeah. But
Yeah.
we keep mentioning some of the names, very specific names. I guess more support is needed.
In the meantime, Coach Sherwin Menes is blinking here. 3 straight points by the Lady Realtor. So he pulls out Tots Carlos and Kyle Negrito and brings back Michelle Gumabao and Gio Morado to try to make sure that this job is done. That's why they put them in. The closers, so to speak.
And Gumabao delivers.
And it's Elisa Valdez back on deck, service deck, 2 points away from getting win number one now. Though another service error. That's a couple for her. Number two, three-time PVL Conference MVP is human, as we know, every now and
It's good to know.
then. Makes us all feel a little better about ourselves. Is that what it is? Combination play. Cheng had a left hand on it. Prado unable to finish the play. Phillips was there. Cheng will set it up for Isa. Phillips again. Cheng again. Isa again. Delayed by the block. Morado will give it back to Michelle Gumabao, who has been on fire.
So much force into her attacks today. You feel the eagerness to play.
One of the most competitive players. Well, she's not like, the casual one. She will show her
She's
heart.
very
Yes,
competitive.
super competitive, and her heart is on the sleeve, her sleeve. You know she's fighting. You know she's intense as Panaga
That's the
pumps it out.
perfect word. Intense.
Intense talaga no, ever since. And not that one is better than the other. It's just iba-ibang style yan, di ba?
Yeah, different players would have different
Approaches.
approaches
Yeah.
to how they play.
At saka different personalities. They
Yes.
really have all different personalities as the Creamline Cool Smashers take set number 4. And that means I just realized, Anne, they swept last year. The last time they played. That was at